Indonesia to help users to find transit service provider right in their area. For example, you need to find English course or maybe music course, a photographer, a wedding organizer, or even laundry. Let me show you an example. To find wedding organizers, just type wedding organizer on the keyword and, for example, the location of Bogor. The results like this. And so, the search to be by selecting two or one or you can compare, and when you compare you can see the credential verification and you can go to the detail page. You can read the description, view the record from past clients, shoot photo, and find the location using a map, and user testimonial to convince you. All of this information to assure you that the service you are going to hire is matched with your preferences. After decide which service is best or most trusted, you can book services or ask a price at first. Now, how you can use Promoote.com? You can use Promoote.com for free. All basic features that help you to interact with service providers are available without any charge. What service provider and service finder can simply register their email to start using Promoote.com. How Promoote.com get the money? We use freemium business model. Service provider who would like to use an analytical tools, expanding inbox capacity, increasing the number of services, and enhance profile should upgrade their feature and pay to Promoote.com on monthly or annual basis. Plus, we have keyword bidding and Promoote verified revenue streams. How about the market? Service providers. There are more than 1.5 million among 2 million total number of service providers, sector businesses in Indonesia, which is concentrated in Java. Jakarta has 120,000 service sector businesses. West Java has almost 370,000 service sector businesses. So, based on this data, our service coverage is the biggest city in Java like Jakarta, Bogor, Depok, Tangerang, and Bekasi. So anyone, male or female, range from 15 to 60 years old, who has minimum technology expertise of using internet may use Promoote.com. So in Promoote.com, you can find, compare, book services. My name is Handri. Thank you.
Another double-sided marketplace. So how do you acquire, I think that's always the biggest problem, how do you acquire users, how do you acquire service providers?
Now we are to try to acquire service provider first. So this is a cheaper problem. We try to focus in service provider who has online, and we try to Jakarta Bogor.
How do you acquire paying users? I mean,
Collecting data.
people who want to buy services.
Yeah.
How do people who want to find services hear about your service go to the site? How do you get users?
We try to get
If you can jump in and do it, that would be great.
For this page, we got user. Frankly, we got user from Google first. So there are many referral from Google that redirect to our website. And we said that we firstly collect the promo.com as many as possible, and then the service users, service finders finally can find Promoote.com.
That doesn't really answer the question, but that's okay.
Honestly, I didn't get the pitch. I don't know if it's the jargon or the language, but if I were to look at the flow of how a web page is moving, it does look like an Airbnb type of spin-off, but for services. But I don't see the monetization scheme behind it of how the service provider makes money. I mean, aside from offering them the cost for the service, but I mean, how do you make money at the end of the day? It wasn't clear.
We make money from the service provider who would like to use analytical tools and premium feature.
And how much is that going to be?
Now we have tried to the leveling of the feature premium. So we have 3 levels in personal, SME, and corporate.
How much are you going to charge?
In personal, we have $3, and SME we try to sell $5 and $15, and the corporate $50 for corporate.
So how do you differentiate between small, SME, and corporate? That's a lot of work.
SME and corporate.
But how about I mean, that's a lot of work to identify which is different. Do you do that, or does the customer decide?
Yeah. The difference of personal, SME, and corporate service providers. See, personal is not have a legality of the businesses, and SME legality of businesses. So corporate.
Okay.
If I try to understand what you are creating, actually you are creating like a crowdsourcing yellow pages. Am I correct? Something like that, right? But your revenue model is yellow pages revenue model is that when you want to put in your ads, then you pay. Yours is free to put it there. But you get paid by selling the analytic to the users, right? But okay, this is a bit of my problem here. One thing is that why yellow pages is interesting because they have all the information. Yeah, because they can people go around door to door to collect the information and collect the money. Yeah. If your product don't have enough information, people will not go there. Whenever they search and can't find it, they say, I'd rather go to your pages to get that information. For end user, it's no difference. Right? So you don't address that. Why user want to go to your site instead of go to your page or find the other sources? Yeah. The important one is that the completeness of data. How extensive is your database? Secondly is how to get these people, the merchant, the store, or the service provider to input the information to your portal. Right? Because that's going to be very hard. Because a lot of Indonesian service providers, they are traditional. They are not really IT savvy. Yeah, you wait for them to go in and input that. You're going to have very limited data, and also to verify that. Yeah. Then the other one is that what is my content is that your business model. How important is that analytic for people? Or I want to see how many people actually click, look at my site, look at my area. Well, I think what is most important to them is that how many people actually come and buy. Right? And they know it because like when people come to them and they know how many people actually do this deals. Do I need to pay extra just to know how many people click or view? Yeah, what is the benefit of knowing that more people view but actually they don't buy it? And if let's say a lot of people view but they don't buy, what can I do? Can I like change my interface? Do you provide a special banner or if you pay extra, you can put 2 pictures or 1 picture? I mean, there's a lot of stuff to address.
Of course, we have to the feature of the premium. We have enhanced profile like a cover page, and the photo can be album can be looked like album. And the first one,
how you going to attract the service provider to put in the database, because completeness of the database is like one of the key importance for audience who come into your portal.
We try to get the partnership with the big fish service providers like in Indonesia, like Laundry for laundry and Finita like refill and towards like the purpose to attract the service providers.
But usually people don't have much issue finding the big players, right? They have issue finding all the specific service that I need. Yeah, so and they can find it mostly in yellow pages anyway. Yeah, so how you can compete with the competitors of their database of yellow pages, I think is one key thing that you have to solve.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thanks for your time. Nice work. Once again, coming back to the discovery issue, it's always a challenge getting that out in front of your users. And you know what I'd like to do? This is our last startup pitching for the day, guys. I know you guys are itching to see it, but also itching to get back home and also maybe head out or have some dinner. But I would love to, a lot of these guys that are up here pitching, English is not their first language, and it's high pressure, and it means a lot to them. So how about a round of applause for all those guys? I really appreciate it. I'm very impressed with the English level in Indonesia. It's actually quite excellent, but yeah, those guys done a great job. So, last, certainly not least,